Welcome back to the BBS show, of course. If you're joining us now, welcome. Well, joining us now is Meristem, the MD Meristem Trustees Ltd in Nigeria, and we're joined by Yinka. Yinka, welcome to the BBS show.
Thank you so much.
Firstly, of course, introduce the company and what the company actually does before we get into the nitty-gritty.
Okay, yes, thank you so much. My name is Yinka Adegbola. I'm the MD of Meristem Trustees Limited, based in Lagos, Nigeria. Meristem is a member of Meristem Trustees is a member of Meristem family, comprising of Meristem Stockbrokers Limited. That's the stockbroking arm of the company. Basically, what they do there is they are into buying and selling of stocks. We also have our product, one of our major products, domicile in the company. That's Meritrade. We call it Meritrade. It's a trading online platform where you can trade on stocks, buying and selling of stocks all over the world, even at the comfort of your home. Then we also have Meristem Registrars Limited. They are into share registration services. Recently, we came up with a product with another service there. That's Meristem Probate Services. If you want to procure letters of administration, etc., that's the place to go. We also have another member of the group, Meristem Wealth Management. Basically, what they do there is to asset management arm of the company. They are into buying of and selling. They are into buying of treasury bills, bonds, and etc. Any form of investment you want to do, Meristem Wealth Management would handle it for you in Nigeria. I manage Meristem Trustees Ltd, like I said, and what we do there is we are into trust businesses. Endowment fund, you want to set up endowment fund in Nigeria, you want to set up a foundation, you want to do any form of trust services business, that's what we do. And let me again quickly add that Meristem is a company regulated in Nigeria. We are regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. It's one of the leading investment banking in Nigeria. We are among the top 10, and we have seen it all in the Nigerian market. And yes, the confidence is there when it comes to Meristem Trustees. We have a number of professionals. We pride ourselves as one of the companies that takes anything that has to do with customer very, very seriously. We have our asset base in excess of 1 billion naira, and asset under management in excess of 1 trillion naira. So we've seen it all in the Nigerian market, and that's why we have come again to Nigerians in diaspora that yes, we can partner to work together and get things done seamlessly.
Right, okay, we'd like to talk a bit further about, obviously, the Nigerians in diaspora.
Yes, please.
Of course, those who want to invest back home, do business, and build properties. But just before that, what are some of the benefits of Meristem Trustees?
Yes, let me quickly talk about the product, Meristem Diaspora Trust. What we have seen lately is that we have a number of Nigerians all over the world, spread all over the world. You know, Nigerians are upwardly mobile people.
They're everywhere. Nigerians, I think Nigerians are actually everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere in the world.
Correct, correct. We are almost everywhere in the world. And then we have seen lately that a number of them want to come back home. But the challenge has been, where do I start? What do I do? And then who takes me through the entire process? And that's why we came up with Meristem Diaspora Trust. You know, we have seen that a number of them want to come back home, but they have had this issue of fear. You know, if
why do they fear? Why do people fear to go back? To go back home?
Yes, because they have not seen a comfortable hand to take them through the process. Somebody that has been away from the country.
And why don't they see that comfortable hand when it's that's your own people, as we say in Africa? That's your own people. Why would you be comfortable? So I beg your pardon, uncomfortable with your own people. Why do you think they're uncomfortable?
Sometimes it's just there. It's just there all over the world. It's a psychological thing. You have been away for years, you don't know what is happening back home, and yet you want to do something back home. You want to invest back home. So the fear is there. So what if I send my money home and something happens along the line? So where do I start from? So that's the real issue there. So and that is why we came up with Meristem Diaspora Trust, that look, you don't have anything to fear. You want to come back home. There are things you want to do. You want to buy land. You want to construct a house, you want to do any form of investment, you want to buy into stocks. We want to tell you that, okay, yes, Meristem Trustees can help you out in that area without any fear. If you send back home, you know you are trusted. Like I said, Meristem has been existing for close to 15 years, and it's one of the top 10 banks in Nigeria. Instead of trusting on an individual, a family members that could help, that could end up messing you up, let me use that word if I'm permitted to, then you trust Meristem Trustees. They will be able to execute it professionally and seamlessly. Then you have nothing to fear.
All right, quickly, of course, what would you say about some of the factors that inconvenience Nigerians when they want to invest back home? Have you spotted out areas where you're just inconveniencing yourself by sending money back home rather than using your organization?
Yes, the first thing we have done with the product, like, it's we have made it so much comfortable for everybody all over the world. It's supported by a very powerful IT platform, which we have come up with, such that you can be anywhere, transfer the money to our account, then you give us the instruction. The processes are there, very simple. The first thing is, I would say that for you to have business with us, if you visit our website, www.meristemdiasporatrust.com, it takes you through the entire process. The first thing is you click, you download the form, you send some attachment to us. Then from there, we have a trust deed. That's the legal agreement that will bind the two of us. Again, that's another plus to you. You know you have a legal documentation backed by the two parties, Meristem Trustees and the Nigerian diaspora. Okay. And if anything
I was going to cut you there to say that, so many people have set up these type of organizations.
Yes.
And people sometimes have been let down or, due to maybe realistic setbacks.
Yes.
Now, what has your organization done to ensure that there is transparency and to instill confidence in those that want to use your service?
Yes, that's correct. Like I said, let me put it differently. You're asking that why Meristem? Yes, again, I would say that one, Meristem is a company regulated by Securities and Exchange Commission. That's the apex regulatory body in Nigeria. And again, I want to tell you that in Nigeria now, the regulatory issues are taken very, very seriously. And like I said, Meristem, it's an organization that has seen it all in the Nigerian market. We have reports that we'll be sending to you on a quarterly basis, which you can see at the comfort of your house. We have made it so much comfortable for you. Once you decide to trust us, to entrust us with your investment back home in Nigeria, the comfort is there. The comfort of your house, you can see what is happening with your trading, and then we'll send everything to you on a quarterly basis. Like I said, you can take us up if anything goes wrong. So we have a good research platform that supports everything. You want to get our research report on a weekly basis to know what is happening in the market, even before we take your money to any form of investment. It's there. It's supported by our research platform, which happens to be the biggest in the Nigerian market, as we are talking about.
All right. Going back to the other point that you raised, of course, people have been misled. People's money has, been misused. Why do you think people do that? I mean, I'm back in Nigeria. You send me £10,000, and you say, Chinode, I want you to build a house for me. I'll give you some commission, but then I eat the entire £10,000. By that, I'm going by a story I heard in Zambia, where somebody buys a truck here and sends it to Zambia. Yes. And his cousin tells him that, yes, you should come back home. Your truck is making money. And then when he got to Zambia, when he got to the airport, yes, the same truck went to pick him up and was told to put in petrol. It's quite a funny story. Oh, well, but then why do you think people behave like that?
Yes, I tell you, it's all over the world. I'm happy you have cited the instance of Zambia. It happens in every other country all over the world. Again, that's the danger in sending home to an individual. In Africa, we have this belief that, yes, you send, even if he's able to catch up the person. We have this mentality in Africa that, look, it's your brother, it's your cousin, you can't do him anything. They will tell you, okay, yes, okay, let's come, let's sit down, and millions of naira is gone.
Sorry to cut you short there. We've got a caller on the line. Good morning, Jay. Welcome to the BBS show. Please go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you very much for having me on the show. I think the idea that Mr. Yinka of Meristem is talking about is very good. But I wonder if you also help diasporans when it comes to real estate investment, because there are many diasporans who have got into trouble with the Omonile crisis, who have sent money to their families, to their brothers and sisters, uncles, to actually execute projects, and they have been swindled. So what can Meristem actually do to mitigate against that circumstance and help Nigerian diasporans?
Thank you so much, Jay. Exactly what we are here to tell Nigerians in diaspora, that you need not worry if you decide to partner with Meristem Trustees Ltd. If you decide to partner with Meristem Trustees Ltd, there is nothing to worry about. We have our structure, we have our process to handle all such apprehension coming from Nigerians in diaspora. Like I said, Meristem is a foremost one of the leading investment banks in Nigeria. We play in the real estate market, both locally and internationally. So we understand the terrain very well. We understand the dynamics of the market. We understand the psyche of the Moniles in Nigeria, like Riley said, and we have our structure and our expertise to handle that professionally. Thank you so much.
If I want to buy property in Abuja or in Lekki, how will you take me through that process? What do I have to do, step by step?
Okay, yes, thank you, Jay. Like I said, the first thing I will advise is when you visit our website, www.meristemtrusteesdiaspora.com. You will see the process there. The first thing is you have a form to download. When you download the form, we'll fill the form online. You submit to us. After submission, we'll take you through some questions processes. You want to know what and what you are interested in. And then once that is sorted out, we have a trust deed. And then we'll go into action by looking for the property for you anywhere you want. And then we will show you the pictures and everything, step-by-step processes. Everything is there, and then it's a very seamless process.
Thank you. So you help me purchase, help me manage until the completion.
Correct. That exactly, Jay. That's what we are here to tell Nigerians in the diaspora.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Do you have an email we can reach you on, or a number?
Yes, you can. My number is +234 80.
Yes, sir.
80371.
Yes, sir.
79.
Okay.
556.
Okay. All right.
Otherwise, you can also get us on www.meristemdiasporatrust.com.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. It's nice speaking with you.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you to that caller. Yeah, just in
This call is brought to you by WeQ for You. Save time and money on the most.
Yeah, just to relate to obviously what the caller just made there. You know, they say the proof of the pepper is in the soup. The proof of the gari is in the cooking now.
Yeah, correct.
Yes,
correct.
I'm sure viewers would like to hear a success story, a proof of somebody who's actually used your service. Can you tell us anything?
Yes. Why not wanting to divulge the information, the names? But I would say that since we started the product about 4 months ago, it's a new product that we just is born out of experience. You know, because Meristem is an innovative company, we keep thinking ahead of the market. Okay, yes, what value can we add to our people, both locally and internationally? So it's a 4-month-old product, launched sometimes in December, and I can tell you that the numbers of the prospect list is growing on a daily basis, and we've had with several people that have signed on board, and which we are currently. I can assure you that if you partner with us, there won't be any regret. We have a number of prospects, we have a number of customers that have signed within the shortest 4-month period that we started. It's even like it's a great milestone. Let me put it that way.
All right, great. Well, just to divert a little bit, what about friends of Nigeria? You know, Nigeria is quite a very liked country.
Yes,
and there might be those non-Nigerians that might be interested, not in investing in Nigeria directly, but going through you. Is that open for them? Tell us more.
Yes, currently we have our base in Nigeria, and that's the market we play in, and that's the market we understand very well. If you want to do any form of investments in Nigeria, then we can do it. We can handle it for you successfully. You know, for outside of Nigeria, yes, we play in UK, currently in London, but in other African countries, we are still trying to come up in those areas, in those platforms. But as currently we have a very strong network in Nigeria, that's in the market we understand. It's open to both. Like we all know, Nigerian market is open not only to Nigerians, but to everybody all over the world. The market is big. Nigeria is a country with over 170 million people. You know, that's very huge. Retail market presents a very, very good opportunity.
Yeah, fantastic. Of course, callers, please feel free to dial the number flashing on your screen to ask Yinka if, of course, you've got any questions that you'd like to bring across. Well, Yinka, talking about people being so skeptical, especially, you know, the African continent, okay? Don't mean to be negative, but then we can be very skeptical. Tell the viewers, I mean, what about those who are just too skeptical, saying, I've tried this before, it doesn't work, I've been scammed, I would rather use my own money to go and do this myself. Would you say that your service saves the legwork for, you know, those that travel? Because it's not easy to travel, you know, get a flight every now and then, fly back, and then, you know, your boss is waiting here. Your boss is only giving you a week off. So what do you have to say to those that are very, very skeptical?
Yes, let me start by saying that I met this young man. He's been here for several years. I met him a couple of days back because I've been around for a while now. And we started talking, and the guy said, look, Yinka, I want, if I die, they should bury me here, they should do everything. Come on, I don't want to have anything to do with Nigeria. I don't want to go back home. You know, I've had several cases and all of those things. And I said to him that, look, it's because you have not gotten the right person to partner with. And I told him that, look, the problem you've had over a period of time is that you've been sending your money home to individuals. That, yes, when the chips are down, you can't do anything. I give you an instance. If you send your money to an individual in Nigeria and the person dies, what happens to the money? You can't come out of that agreement until when letter of administration is processed for that person. It then means the next 1 or 2 years, your money is trapped in the deceased account. You know, but that is unlike a corporate institution. When you transfer money to a corporate institution like Meristem Trustees, you know, it's a going concern. You know, so you have your money, you know, yes, your money is secured and all of those things. Essentially, that is what we are selling. That you don't have to start boarding plane to come to Nigeria to execute your transactions. What you only need is a trusted hand, and that trusted hand is Meristem Trustees, regulated by Securities and Exchange Commission, that have seen the market over a period of close to 15 years, and that has gotten that brand image. We have our directors, we have our promoters, that well-meaning Nigerians that can be trusted anytime. It's a leading investment bank in Nigeria. So we are here to partner with Nigerians in diaspora to tell them that, yes, come on, nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. As long as you partner with us, stay back wherever you are and enjoy yourself. And then you can sleep with your 2 eyes closed.
Yeah, what about, so is that a cap, like how much somebody could invest, or is, you know, is it just open?
Yes, it's open. It's open because what we're trying to do is to capture both the retail end and everybody in the market. What we are selling is, come on, you can come back home and invest, and nothing will happen to your investment. As long as you partner with us, there's no cap, there's no ceiling.
I like you keep mentioning partner with us. Who are some of your partners? And you know, tell us more about your people that you've partnered with. You know, other organization or the government, or you know, anything.
Yes, what I mean by partnering with us is, okay, yes, if you sign us on board, you allow us to run your scheme in Nigeria, you have nothing to worry. So it's a partnership. It's a form of partnership.
What about if somebody, for example, you know, I invest in a very beautiful mansion, an estate in Nigeria, and whilst in the process of building it, maybe I run out of money, and maybe the next time I get money is going to be after a year or 2. What happens to my file?
Okay, let me first of all emphasize this and say it again, that regardless of where you want to invest in Nigeria, any state in Nigeria, we are able to do it for you. Because again, somebody might say, okay, yes, what if I'm in Anambra State? What if I'm Kogi State in Nigeria? These are states in Nigeria. And then you guys are based in Lagos. Can you support me? Yes, we can support you. We have all the processes and all the machineries. We have all the processes and all the machineries in place to support that process. Yes.
What about in terms of quality? You know, when you, for example, somebody's trying to build a house, because you're doing the legwork for building a house. Somebody wants to build a shop or anything, and let's talk of quality control. What sort of architects you use? Is high standard? Is quality? Tell us more.
Oh, that's correct. Yes, the first thing is that in Meristem we don't compromise quality. We have signed on board most of the leading architectural companies in Nigeria, most of the builders, all the professionals that you can think of, you know, that could help you in the building of your structure, right from quantity surveyor to everybody. We have a strong partnership with them, which we have entered into. So we don't compromise quality. But again, it comes at a very affordable price. Because, you know, what we try to do is that, okay, yes, if we have a quote from you, what we'll do is that, okay, yes, we will contact like 2-3 architects, please give us a quote, and we'll send it to you. It is the one that you feel comfortable with. Because again, we know people are very conscious of cost. And we're also there to make sure that our clients also get the best at a very cheaper and affordable rate. Then let me come back to your question that you asked earlier that, okay, yes, if we are in the process of construction and possibly you run out of fund, then what happens? We have partnership with 1 or 2 mortgage institutions in Nigeria that could support whatever you want to do, and then we are able to get it done.
All right. What about Abike Dabiri? How is she connected to this?
Yes, like I said, the product was launched sometimes in December last year, in December 2015 in Nigeria, and it was launched by Honorable Abike Dabiri. You know, Abike Dabiri happens to be the senior special assistant to the president in the diaspora. So she actually also feel Nigerians in the diaspora need the product, they need the initiative, because we want to encourage Nigerians in the diaspora to come back home without any fear. Well,
what about, do you feel the government, I mean, we're always in Africa saying government, what about the government? Do you feel the government could facilitate, not probably help you financially? I'm sure they've got other, you know, there are other social responsibility that they have. But do you feel the government could facilitate your organization a bit more, in the sense that the more Nigerians we have investing back home, that's the economy as well boosting up?
Yes, this is a private initiative. Anyway, private initiative. Again, in Nigeria, what we try to encourage is public-private partnership. And for us in Meristem, it's a way of contributing back to the society by encouraging Nigeria in the diaspora to come back home and invest, which is what the government also stands for. Okay. And that's why you see the President, Mr. President, going all over the world to encourage Nigerians to.
Well, okay, no time, of course, not with us, Yinka. Of course, thank you so much for joining us on the BBS show. Just a quick one, tell the viewers how to contact you.
Yes, we can be reached via our website, www.meristemdiasporatrust.com, and I also can be reached personally on +234 80371795556. Let me repeat that again, www.meristemdiasporatrust.com, and +234 80371795556.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Yinka, for joining us on the BBS show, and we wish you the best in the future endeavors.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.
Okay, you're welcome. Well, of course, that was Yinka Adegbola from Meristem Trustees in Nigeria. Well, for now, let's get into the voice of the people, and let's hear what people's reaction are as we celebrated the Queen's 90th birthday. Keep watching.
Every month, he sends a good portion of his hard-earned income to his uncle, Owonikoko. Kule returned to Nigeria last year, hoping to see his completed building, but realized that nothing had been built, not even a single brick. he had been swindled by his very own uncle. Disappointed, Kunle gave up until he found the Meristem Diaspora Trust. Meristem Diaspora Trust makes investment hassle-free for the Nigerian investor living abroad by helping to oversee financial investments and acquiring of property. Today, Kunle is back in Nigeria for the housewarming ceremony of the new building he's just purchased in the heart of Lagos, thanks to Meristem Diaspora Trust. Visit us online today at www.meristemtrustees.com/diaspora trust. Meristem Trustees Ltd is regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC.